managing this very sensitive matter, Nigeria and Ghana, and whether they have the right to legally trade in retail locally or not. Kofi, I say it's sensitive and complex because this started this week. The first time I heard this was when I heard this gentleman called Obiara. He is a Nigerian Association of Local Traders leader in Swame, who says when they came to ransack the businesses, the guys told them that they should leave because they're kidnappers. And I'm raising that to point to the complexity of this, that there's a simmering in there. There's a legal trade questions, but there's also the fear of xenophobia, which is also tainted with it. And that's what makes this very toxic, doesn't it?
It is volatile. It's a very dangerous thing we are allowing to fester, and I think the earlier we nip it in the bud, the better. This is not the first time I heard about it. The first time I heard about this was in Buzia, Dr. Buzia's time. Ghana and Nigeria have been playing these dangerous games, and it's not helped any of us. All right? Now, what we need to understand is that what is at play is xenophobia. But the xenophobia...
You think that's what it is?
No, you see, xenophobia has many parts.
Okay.
It's driven by many things. There are people who believe other people are worse human beings. But this xenophobia, as with many types of xenophobia, that is the hatred or dislike of foreign people, is economic in nature. Okay. All right? Clearly, our people are not being able to compete with the Nigerians at that level, and it's creating problems. So when you say the person accuses the Nigerian of being a kidnapper, it's an excuse. What they want is what they've ultimately come to say. They don't want them in the market. And they've explained it in so many ways and saying that the Nigerians are basically outcompeted, them selling at lower prices and all those other things they've talked about. All of which can be analyzed at that level. But we err if we think this is all there is to it. Now, I've said that it's xenophobia, it's driven by economics, it's because of competition, and some people feel that the Nigerians are outcompeting us. But this is not a legal issue, even though law is at play. It is a political issue.
Explain.
I explain this way. The law is based in the ECOWAS Treaty, more or less, that people can go across and trade at a certain level, maybe not go to the retail level. But in Ghana, the nature of our law is like that all such international conventions must be ratified. They must be put into our local law before they become effective. If there's a conflict between that law and a local law, the local law takes precedence. So our GIPC law takes precedence. That, however, is a failure of our system, the executive and the parliament. Now, that failure is serious because, like I said, from Buzia's time, we've seen these problems come back. And by the way, every government has faced this problem. Every government, this thing erupts like every 4 years or so, and every government faces it. So how come we have not sorted out that issue? When the law is sorted out, however, that will not be the end of the story. Because imagine you sort out the law and we adopt the ECOWAS Treaty that says they can trade, but they can't go below a certain level. Many Ghanaians are fronting, everybody knows about that. So law per se will not solve the problem. The competition problem will be there, the xenophobia will still be there. If you ask me, I say it's political because what I think we should do, and it's not easy, but we should start it now because we've been seeing this since Buzia's time. Ghana and Nigeria can sign a bilateral treaty regarding trade and have what we call international trade reciprocity. What it says is that I will allow you to do everything that you allow me to do here. The reason is that there are many Ghanaians in Nigeria, there are many Nigerians in Ghana, and I don't see how we can decouple ourselves, from that kind of interaction. Ghana is closer to Nigeria than we are closer to Togo. Okay, so for me, what we need to do is for our politicians first to decide what they want to do with the law and parliament and the executive, sort that out. But sorting it out, whichever way, as it is now, may not be the solution. The solution is political, politicians sitting down, and I propose reciprocity. Whatever Nigerians agree that Ghanaian traders can do in Ghana, let's reciprocate in Ghana. And whatever Ghanaians agree, Nigeria should reciprocate. Then we can move on in that sense. Because this thing, it only erupts as it has done in Buzia's time, as it did in the Agege return. 1 million people had to be sent back here. Now we are tinkering with the same kind of time bomb. It is not healthy for anybody.
James, when you